Oh, my name's Fox 9 today, and I'm at Fox, and another theory video, but it's honestly been kind of a minute since I've actually done one of these for like a while. So, you know, I'm gonna use, I think I've very used pictures before, but this is a theory video that's it's kind of been already been thought about, especially after like these images came out, like where they show the collector looks like this for one, then the picture of Donna showing the collector, but I assume colored. Someone actually brought up that like maybe this was done a little bit after the whole, Russia invading Ukraine kind of thing. So maybe the color scheme might be towards that a little bit, just for like, like support. I think that was their theory. They said on that, and I'm like, maybe. I wasn't during the show when they drew this, so I don't know if it's supposed to be their official colors or not. But Donna drew the collector like this, and then people have made comparisons to Luz, which immediately everyone goes, "Oh my god, possessed Luz!" And that's what I kind of first thought too, and then I kind of started thinking a little bit more about it. One. If it is possessed Luz, I can kind of see that happening. Maybe Luz somehow like interrupts the Day of Unity, and basically with that, like it disrupts it. The collector isn't fully released, but some of them, I think it's they, them, is released from it and it's absorbed into Luz. That could be the case, or. That could definitely be the case, and that is a very likely scenario, and I think that might actually be how it happens. On the other hand, just the thought theory that I had, this isn't technically Luz, but it is. Basically, what I'm thinking is this is a Grimwalker. I don't even realize they would hold red eyes too. But specifically, this is a Grimwalker created by, obviously Belos, but using Luz's DNA instead of Hunter's or the original Hunter's DNA. So my guess, because here's the thing, Belos already straight said that he looks like he's gonna have to make a new Golden Guard. He already straight said that. He also seems to have, in his own twisted way, like his own kind of either respect or at least fondness for Luz a bit, because Luz is the only person who knows his actual name. Well, other than he's the only human, at least there, who now knows his actual name. And hold on, right here.
And what about Hunter? What's a Grimwalker?
He's a better version of an old friend.
Well, first of all, that's about the Grimwalker, but let's go.
I'll have to make another one.
He has to make another one, and then.
She's not answering. Luz! But why? Why go through all this?
I'll do.
Wait, is that I pass it up already? I think I did. Yeah, because that's what Hunter. We need. Where is it? It's before, isn't it? Right here.
Easily.
I wouldn't be so judgmental if I were you.
Yep, right here.
Those pretty little words should make pretty good kindling.
That doesn't belong to you.
God, I love this entire scene so much. So damn much, really.
Astounding.
It's okay. We can help. I know you want to get home, but nothing is worth hurting people.
I'm sorry, I just have.
He's lived long enough to see this through.
Actually, no, that must be the collector's actual color scheme.
No, you're Belos. You're just Belos.
Right here.
Do me a kindness and call me by my real name.
I can't. You're Philip Whittabane, aren't you? I can't believe
Just.
Philip something new. I'll go talk to Philip. Philip, why did you bring us here?
God, I love that scene. But yeah, like the whole bit where Luz straight says, Luz says that she can't call him by his actual name, and two, like he just say, "Do me a pleasure and call me by my real name or my first name." So it wouldn't surprise me if this is a twisted way of doing this. This is a very twisted way of doing that, of getting not only getting two things. One, like the Collector, I'd imagine, like, Bellows makes a new Grimwalker, a new Golden Guard, not using Hunter's DNA, but using Luz's DNA, and then the Collector uses that as a body. That could also be a case, or maybe he makes the body for the Collector as his new Golden Guard, as, they're supposed to be partnered up in this. Maybe, I don't know. It still also kind of ties in with the whole theory of, like, the reason why the Day of Unity kind of happens, that they might use Hunter as a body for, like, magic or something like that. Maybe it's actually house the Collector. And in this case, it's either a clone of Luz, or it actually is going to be Luz. But I would love if it was a clone of Luz. One, like, I'm okay with, like, Luz being possessed, because I think that'd be kind of a cool story element, too. Like, season 3 or the 3 specials are Ida. Like, I would imagine if we go through the possessed route, magic is sucked out of all the witches. It probably doesn't kill them. Maybe. It just sucks all the magic out of all of them, like the Biosacs, whatever, channels it into, like, a single witch or something, or releases it out into the thing. Luz gets, linked up with the Collector, becomes possessed, and then now Ida has to lead a revolution, as well as a bunch of others, teaching other witches how to use glyph magic, so they can then basically save Luz from herself, save Luz from the Collector, and, detach her from that. You could have Camilla also come in, maybe try to have to learn glyph magic, also help with her daughter, but also Ida obviously has to help her own daughter, which Luz, because obviously her daughter too. But like, that's how they could go with a possessed route. Like, someone I was talking to, they straight said, like, it's kind of like a mix of Amphibia mixed with Starverse. I'm like, yeah, kind of, except the magic doesn't die, and it doesn't cost, genocide of magical users and magic worlds. Well, in a sense, Bellows is probably trying to do that, but it's not a main character doing that, saying, yeah, this is good for everybody. The other idea of it being of this Golden Guard, or this Collector being actually a Grimwalker of Luz possessed by the Collector. On that note, I kind of love the idea of it, because maybe everyone is hearing, like, oh shoot, like maybe, like, there's some word around the castle, and, like, Ida's able to pick it up with, like, one of her spells or whatever, the potion spell, like, oh, that Lilith made, like, oh, Bellows made a new Golden Guard. And, Hunter rushes in, like, I'm not letting this happen again. I'm gonna save them. Rushes in, Luz like, no, wait! They both go together. Again, they bust into Bellows' thing. They're like, where is he? Trying to, quote unquote, save the Golden Guard, save the new Golden Guard. That way it doesn't, happen again. All that stuff doesn't happen again. And Bellows goes, they're right here. And that's when, like, the Golden Guard comes out with a hood up. They all look at it. They just look shocked. And then, you see pull her hood back, and it's Luz. Or, well, the Grimwalker of Luz being possessed by the Collector. And, like, just, like, so much, like, what, like, it'd be, like, so bad on 2 different levels. At least for me, that way I look at it. Because on one level, it's a new Golden Guard to replace Hunter. Second level, it's Luz. It's basically, like, idea of, like, using Luz's body without her permission, in a sense. Like, her DNA, her, physical thing of her. Like, taking that, like, using that without her permission. Which is kind of thing, especially if, like, let's say, I don't want the voice of the Collector to go away, but they could technically do, like a Gogeta fusion voice, where it's half Luz's voice, half the Collector's voice, and basically, if, Bella's saying, do me the kindness of saying my name, he now can technically have Luz say his name whenever he wants. He say his name wherever he wants, because, well, assuming the Collector wants to say it, but, like, that too. And again, it's just multiple levels of, like, that is so damn horrible of what Bellows is doing on top of it. And then obviously, having, essentially, if the Collector has magic too, you have a distinct kind of, like, screwed upness with it. like the idea of like it's Luz if it's like I always say like Hunter is a cracked version of Luz. Hunter is basically like if Luz, let's say, was adopted by Bellows instead of Ida, kind of thing. Like that's how I always see it. Human witches, witches with no magic who have to get around it using a different method. Obviously, working with Ida, eventually learned glyph magic and also learned about freedom and all this stuff. Freedom and, be yourself and all this stuff. While Hunter learned the opposite. Don't do that. Do what I say. Here's a magic staff and just, so on. Where the Collector is a Luz that could be like, who has magic and just doesn't care about a damn thing. Because he seems more or less like, obviously a kid, but just like, let's just destroy shit. Like, he is Luz if she was just pure chaos. And not even like the pure chaos that like young Ida was. Just pure chaos without any regard for anything. Like this is what probably like the school thought when like Luz brought snakes to the school. Luz didn't mean to hurt anyone. The Collector probably means to do it. That's my thoughts on that. And like again, like you would have 3 different versions of Luz. You would have Luz, obviously. You'd have Hunter. You'd have Luz the Collector. You'd have Grimwalker Luz Collector. I guess the Luz Collector would probably be better. Luz Collector. Like, again, I like the possessed idea, and I kind of want to see that one too, because we already got Anne getting possessed by Mushroom, Marcy getting possessed by the Core, and now we can get Luz possessed, and then Sasha just left out of this party for some reason, which is probably okay, because she has to save the 2 idiots, Marcy and Anne. But, Anne's not possessed now, but you know what I mean. But, yeah, I like this. I like the idea of this. I really like the idea of, like, a Grimwalker one, because it hits Hunter. It hits Hunter being trying to save another Golden Guard from dying as well, and being loyal to Bellows, while also being replaced. You have Luz with the idea of, like, a piece of her was taken and made into a weapon or, a body or something that she did not want it to happen. But then also, the Collector being a dark reflection of all of them. Like, in a sense, too, because he is called the Collector, which, Luz loves collecting, Azura things and, all that stuff and likes magic. Like, he might have a very similar idea of it. Like, I love magic and all that stuff. I just like to control it and keep it. Like, it's a very, like, darker version of Luz. And I kind of like that idea. I love the idea of, like, dark clones always, or shattered mirrors of characters. So I think this would actually work really well. I don't know. Tell me what you think in the comments below. Thanks for watching your videos that I've done. Links are on my face because I watch your videos. Just a quick little theory video I want to throw out there because I kind of like this one a lot. I might make another one because there was a picture of Bellows of like there's a picture of like all of the portraits together, and I'll look through that and stuff. But yeah, thanks for watching your videos. Hope you enjoy this. Support awesome artists. And, have fun. Don't fight over shit like these shows and stuff. Just have fun with it, please. But thank you for watching your videos, and we will. See you later. Also, the Mystery Shack's going to have Luz's hoodie soon. Or, not hoodie, cloak soon. So,